Did a video not long ago and posted on my Patreon channel talking a lot about the bits that I use. Went in real in depth talking about the bits, why I use each one to teach different things. But one of the things that I did not really talk much about is the head stalls. And most of my head stalls that I use are pretty generic, pretty basic, but the head stall has a lot to do with varying your pole pressure. The pole is up here. This is the part where the top of the head stall sits, and if you're riding in a leverage bit, as the leverage bit engages, the horse is going to feel pole pressure up here. And a lot of people don't take that into consideration as far as the head stall varying the amount of pole pressure that the horse gets. Pole pressure has a lot to do with the horse dropping his head and rounding his shoulders or lifting his head, depending on where the pole pressure is, the amount of pole pressure, the amount of purchase that's on the bit. But the top of the head stall works really similar to the curb chain. You get a thinner curb chain that's going to put more pressure here. You get a thinner bridle that's going to put more pressure here. I had somebody come to me not too long ago to show me their new bridle, and it was really wide at the top and really padded and really pretty, very nice. But because it was so wide and because it was so padded, it was going to really dull down the pole pressure that the horse was going to feel on the top of the head. So that's one of the places that a lot of people don't think about when they're picking out a bridle. They pick out something that's pretty, and they don't put too much thought into how big this is. This one here is wider than that one, so this is going to put a little bit more pole pressure than what this one will, given they're not exactly the same bit. But if they were the exact same bit, this one is going to have more pole pressure than this bridle, because that's a wider band. It's going to spread the contact out a little bit more. The other thing you might want to think about when you're looking at the size of the crown piece on the bridle is exactly how your horse's head is built. Some of them, like her bridles, want to lay back actually behind where our actual pole is. The pole is a little bit further forward of where the bridles want to lay. So that just has to do with how the horse is built. So that's something that you need to be aware of, and a way to vary the amount of pole pressure. I'm really big on, if there's resistance in the pole, the resistance needs to be fixed, just like the resistance lateral needs to be fixed. So if there's resistance there, that resistance needs to be fixed, not hidden with a wider crown piece on your bridle. Typically, most English bridles have a smaller crown piece than most Western bridles, but most English bridles also don't have any leverage. So if you don't have any leverage, it really doesn't matter what the crown piece is like. Now the cheek pieces, this cheek is just the same size all the way down, where this cheek piece has a decorative part right here just above the bit. That really doesn't change how the bit works or how the bridle works on the horse near as much as the thickness on the crown piece. So if you have any questions about that, message me. If you're interested in the video that I did where I talked about the bits, that's on my Patreon page. And if you have any other questions, put it in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. Until next time, thank you for watching.